Okay, KPI number 4. Go to Instagram, click following, sort by most recent, like to, comment to for 25 people. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this on Instagram. And I actually do a couple different things. So I go to my Instagram, and then I'm going to click following at the top right. Hopefully you saw that. Following on the top right. And it's going to hopefully load. Okay, so now do you see the little circle with the up down arrow in like the middle of the screen? I'm going to click that, and that is how you sort. So you can sort by earliest, which would give you the people that you like first started following on Instagram when you first started your Instagram, or you could do latest, which are the people that you just started following most recently. So here are those people. So this is kind of what I do, because I also will build my Instagram and follow and unfollow on Instagram, which is a whole different thing, but I'm just going to show you this really quickly. So I will go in to their page, and I will click following on the top right, and maybe it will load. So basically, if I'm the first person on this list, then they're following me. I'm not, so they're not following me. So I'm going to go back, and I'm going to click following, that little following with the down arrow right next to message, click that and unfollow. So I kind of do two things at once, which this is not on the KPI sheet, but I'm building my network, and I'm going to show you how I follow in another video when I talk about growing my Facebook friends. But I will go through and I will double check and see, okay, she's not following me because I'm not the first person, and I'll eventually get to someone and I'll just unfollow. Okay, and so once I get to someone that actually is following me back, and I'm going to scroll down a little bit because I just started following these people, so it might take a little bit for me to get to someone that actually is following me back. Okay, let me scroll down a little bit. Actually, I'll go to my home screen. I know this is a little off topic, but okay, so I know this girl is following me. See how I'm the first person on her list? That means that she is following me back. Okay, so now I'm going to go to her profile, and I'm going to like to, and then it said comment on to. And so when I leave a comment, I will leave just like a really genuine, like few words, not just like, oh my gosh, so excited or something. I'm so excited and proud of you. Okay, so I'll just leave like a genuine comment like that. Bink. Okay, so that's what it'll look like. Just to show you again, when I click following, my name is at the top, and that is how I know they're following me back. And I'll go like and comment on those people. So if I go back to my following, so what I would normally do, like I showed you already, is I would sort it, right, latest. And then I would kind of go down, and at the same time as I am kind of taking away some of my people I'm following. And the reason I do this, the reason that I unfollow, and I'll explain this in more depth later, is because my followers number, I always want that to be higher than my following. Because if you think about it, if you're following like 5,000 people and you have 200 followers, that looks a little suspicious, right? So if anything, I will have my following like 200 to 300 more, but then I always go back and unfollow. And as I am going through here, so let me go back. As I'm going through here, I'm just going to like scroll down a bunch just so that I get to some people that actually are following back, because I just followed a ton of people. Okay, let's see. So I'm kind of double whammying right now, whereas I am unfollowing, which is something I need to do so I can go follow more people, right? So that my numbers aren't super off. And while I'm doing this, I will eventually hit some people that actually are following me back, and I'll be able to like and comment on their stuff. Okay, or what you can do, you could still comment on their stuff even if they're not following you, and then possibly they will follow you back. But you could also just go to your feed, your regular feed, and start going through some of those people and liking and commenting on their stuff too. So there's a ton of ways to go through and just make sure that you're doing interactions. Another thing you can do is you could scroll over like this and just pick some random, oh, I just updated, pick some random people and go through their stories and just start like leaving a comment. And so that will send them a message. And so they can actually reply to me in my messages up here. And then we will have a conversation back and forth, and that counts towards the algorithm as well.